open your eyes and come to the present. One of the greater moments of my life, I'll never forget. I was in Italy, and I was wearing this uniform right here. This uniform, it has an American flag on it, and we're celebrating Independence Day this weekend. I was representing my country in the Masters World Championships of track and field, and it was the relay. It was the 4x400 meter relay, and we're all in a pen. Us, Great Britain, Italy, the Netherlands. And when I looked down at my jersey and I saw my bib, it didn't have a number. It said United States. We were about to walk out on that track, and we were going to run our heart out for what it said on that bib, what it says across my jersey, USA. There was a moment where it got real. All of us in there, we knew what we were running for. I was running for my home. I was running for my flag. And that is something greater than me. There is a man who wrote us a national anthem. That is Francis Scott Key. And he said, I wanted to put pen to paper about how I felt about my country and my flag. Where was he when he wrote this? He was in prison. He was in a cell. He was being detained by the British. Francis Scott Key was trying to get his friend out of jail. He went to the British, said, hey, can you let my friend out of jail? They said, sure. But along the way, Francis Scott Key, he found out that the British were planning to attack Fort McHenry through the port of Baltimore. So they had to detain him. They couldn't let him go back to the American ships. The attack begins. And through the night, he was not sure if he would still see his American flag standing on that flag post as he looked through the night. And in the morning, would the American flag, would that flag still be standing? Would the country that he believed in, would it still be there? I was at the Texas Rangers game and I heard the Star-Spangled Banner and I really listened to the words. And so I looked them up. I wanted to read them. Oh, say, can you see by the dawn's early light what so proudly we hailed at the twilight's last gleaming? That's a question mark. Is it still going to be there? Whose broad stripes and bright stars through the perilous fight over the ramparts. I was like, what's ramparts? That's battlefield. We watched, were so gallantly streaming. And the rockets' red glare, the bombs bursting in air, gave proof through the night that our flag was still there. That means there was a heck of a war going on. The British, they were bringing in the bombs. They were looking to blow it to pieces. But through those bombs and through the explosion, what could he see? He still saw that standing. Oh, say, does that star-spangled banner yet wave over what? The land of the free and the home of the brave. Oh, on the shore, the dimly seen through the mist of the deep, that's the ocean, where the foe's haughty host in dread silence repose. Haughty host, that's a pretty strong word. He's saying those British, they're arrogant. That's what he saw them as, arrogant. What is that which the breeze over the towering steep, as it fitfully blows, half conceals, half discloses? Now it catches the gleam of the morning first beam. Sunlight starting to come. It's still there. In full glory, reflected now shines in the stream. 'Tis the star-spangled banner. Oh, long may it wave over the land of the free and the home of the brave. And there is that band who so valiantly swore that the havoc of war and the battle's confusion, a home and a country should leave us no more. It's still going to be there. Their blood was washed out, has washed out their foul footsteps, pollutions. No refuge could save the hireling or the slave. The British, they went and hired German mercenaries. The slave, it was other American sailors that they took captive and put them to work and made them fight for the British. From the terror of flight or the gloom of the grave, and the Star-Spangled Banner in triumph doth wave over the land of the free and the home of the brave. Oh, thus be it ever, when free man shall stand between their loved home and the war's desolation. Blessed with victory and peace, may the heaven-rescued land, he's saying the hand of God is on us. Praise the power, and that's a capital P. Once again, he's referring to God, that hath made and preserved us a nation. Then conquer we must, when our cause is just. That's important. When our cause is just. And thus be our motto. In God is our trust. And the Star-Spangled Banner in triumph shall wave over the land of the free in the home of the brave. There's a word, and he said it 6 times. He said home. When I was over there in Italy, and I looked at this flag, I know what home is. And home is my identity. I run for something greater than myself. I run for a hope. In this nation, it's built on hope. As I looked around at the people when I was at that Texas Rangers game, 200 years later, I'm hearing the Star-Spangled Banner. And I just wonder, do we still feel as passionate as Francis Scott Key did then, today?
Thank you. Good job.